This segment brought to you by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
Welcome back. Now let's see what Kyle and Duane are up to on Plain Talk.
Hi, this is Kyle Bauer with Plain Talk, with the guy who always says bureaucracy in any organization is nothing more than hardening of the arteries, Duane Toews.
Oh, and some arteries are harder than others.
You know, though, most people do like a rut. They like to get in the rut and stay in the rut. And anytime somebody gets out of the rut, they like to slap them back into the rut.
I was associated with someone that was in an organization recently.
Was it an organization or association? Because you're associated with someone in an association.
No, it was an organization.
Okay.
And I got to hear parts and pieces, but the majority of the inner workings of what was going on. And I was beyond frustrated. I mean, I would have been if it had been me sitting in that chair, I'd probably would have bowed out. I mean, I would have just walked away because I was frustrated, and Just listening, I was getting upset and frustrated.
Well, was it because of bureaucracy?
And it was kind of a bureaucratic, let's not think of anything new. Let's not focus on moving forward. Let's be happy.
Well, maybe
with
the
status
person
quo.
that was thinking of something new, though, it wasn't a very good idea.
Well, not all new ideas are good.
Right, exactly.
But you have to have a vision and a thought process to move down the road.
I've had a theory, though, over the years that a new manager should not make any changes for several months.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, there's a lot of pressure on him. Hey, you're the new manager.
You're supposed to whip this thing into shape.
Exactly. But the thing is there may be something odd out there that you kind of go, wow, what are you doing it that way for? And then after you're there a while, you go, oh.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Now I see why we do that.
Yeah, the first job I ever had out of college, I had an individual that said, you probably ought to ride through this for a year.
Yeah.
You're new in. You haven't built any allegiances or alliances of people that think like you.
So you're a clean slate.
So, you're a clean slate, but you don't have any backstop, if you will, of people that are going to go to bat for you if you try and do something to change it, per se.
Okay.
Even if what you had in mind was a good idea, you don't necessarily have that support system in place.
Well, and nobody knows if you're likely to have a good idea because you haven't been around long enough.
Right. So you kind of go through a year, and then at that point, you make notes throughout that year.
Uh-huh.
And little things that you go, why would we do this like this?
Uh-huh.
And then the next year when you're rolling up on that, then you can start to question or ask questions at least, and do so with having gone through it once before. So
I'll give you part of that too, though. Whoever was telling you that probably had been around for a while and was probably pretty experienced.
Yeah.
I swear everybody, I don't care if you're as old as me or right out of college, you need that older person to bounce things off of from time to time. And you don't have to always take their advice. The problem I have found that as I get older is I've seen this movie and I know how it ends. And I really don't, I don't want to spoil it for everyone else. And you know what? Somewhere along the line, they may have rewritten this movie and it does come out different. So sometimes you just have to sit there and let it happen as long as everybody's going to survive and just let it play out.
Your fact or fiction question of the day, Kyle Bauer. The Spanish national anthem is an a cappella, no music.
Fact, no music. That doesn't
fiction.
mean it's no instant. A cappella means that it's non-instrumental.
Well, it's only lyrics.
Only lyrics. Well, only
Spanish.
Lyrics with a tune? Or they
No.
say it like the Pledge of Allegiance?
It's sung like the Pledge of Allegiance.
Sung.
It's their national anthem, but there is no music.
Without instruments. You can sing with music.
Well, how can you sing with music if there are no instruments?
Well, I don't know. They do it all the time in Spain. Fact.
That's false. The Spanish national anthem has no words.
Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Jamie Bloom, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. See you next week on Farm Factor.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.